A neighbor is monitoring your movement, but they are not ready for what heaven will reveal through you. Archangel Michael says, there is someone living too close to your space who thinks they understand you. They have been watching your every step, trying to map your habits and mirror your emotions. But what they fail to grasp is that the heavens have already marked you for divine elevation beyond human comprehension. Your walls may seem thin, your windows exposed, your routines predictable, but that is only in the natural realm. In the spiritual dimension, you are protected by celestial fire and cloaked in layers of light that blind every malicious gaze. This neighbor who thinks they are discreet is about to be confronted by a force far greater than they've ever imagined. They sit behind their curtain, peering, assuming you do not feel the weight of their stare. But your spirit has already felt the vibrations of interference, the quiet mockery, the judgment whispered behind closed lips. What they don't know is that heaven has been counting every second they spend focused on your life, and recording it all. In the spiritual register, you have been marked not as a victim but as a chosen vessel for revelation. Divine scrolls have already opened on your behalf, and a great unveiling is underway. The one who thinks they are hiding will soon be exposed, not by your hands, but by the hand of God Himself. You have walked in and out of your home, unaware of the murmurs behind the walls beside you. But the angels have taken note of the laughter that mocked you, the cameras that tilted subtly toward your door, and the attempts to intercept your peace. The plans formed in shadows will be shattered by a voice that speaks only in thunder. A mirror has been placed spiritually over your neighbor's home, reflecting everything they are doing in secret. Their conversations are not as hidden as they believe. What they whispered over dinner, what they planned in silence, has reached the ears of heaven. Archangel Michael says this neighbor cannot hide from what is coming next. What they thought would be a simple game of observation will spiral into a divine exposure. Every wicked eye turned against you will begin to blink in confusion when God rewrites your story in front of them. They tried to predict your movements, your blessings, your joys and your downfalls, but the divine map of your life does not live on paper, it is written in light. You are moving into a realm where the watchers will now become the watched. You will not need to retaliate, because the heavens are your defense. Comment, I am protected, if you can already feel the shield forming around you. You may have dismissed the strange timing of knocks on your door or the way the lights flickered only when you spoke certain truths aloud. But those were not coincidences. They were spiritual signals, warnings from above that the presence near you is not merely curious, but calculated. They have kept quiet for now, acting like the kind neighbor, smiling when you pass. But their heart beats with envy and a hidden intention. Their prayers, if any, are not for your growth but your stagnation, and that truth is about to surface in the most undeniable way. Archangel Michael says your peace has been disturbed for long enough. A shift in the atmosphere is beginning, and it will blow like a storm through every wall that tried to trap you. This isn't your battle to fight, it's a divine scene about to unfold for your glory. You're not just a resident, you are a representative of light. Every step you take is a declaration of your survival. And now, heaven is raising you as a living response to every dark eye that has ever tried to measure your strength. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The enemy within the neighborhood has underestimated how deeply you are rooted in the spiritual realm. They only saw your physical body, not the fire dancing behind your soul. They didn't know that when you prayed alone, the heavens shook in your favor. You didn't need to shout or make accusations, because your silence was already weaponized in the Spirit. Heaven heard every unspoken word of yours and replied with assignments for angels to descend near your gate. Now, it's only a matter of time before their plans collapse like dry leaves in the wind. Your dreams were disturbed because your neighbor's energy tried to filter into your night. They hoped you would lose sleep and begin to decay internally. But instead, your spirit grew sharper, your vision expanded, and your divine gifts began to rise. They thought their devices, their whispers, their intentions were undetected. But what is unseen by humans is visible to the Almighty. And the time of watching you from the shadows is ending, for the light is about to be turned fully on. Comment, no weapon shall prosper, if you believe this exposure is necessary. You didn't come this far to be oppressed in your own home by someone trying to control you through fear and subtle judgment. There are spiritual chains being broken tonight. A spiritual court has gathered, and your case has been judged in your favor. They wanted to see you move slower, falter, hesitate, but instead, you will move faster, brighter, bolder. They wanted to see your laughter dim, but your joy will now multiply. Their eyes will have no choice but to watch as your glow expands to the point where it blinds them into confusion. The whispers they released into the air have come back like a boomerang to their own lives. You are not cursed, you are rising like dawn after the longest night. You have divine armor they cannot recognize, but will soon feel the power of. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Heaven has a plan so vivid that it will stun the one who thought they knew everything about you. They're watching, yes, but they're watching the wrong version. They don't see the prophecy inside of you. They only see the struggle, not the breakthrough. You are about to become a revelation to them. Every single movement they tracked will now be echoed in spiritual retaliation. Not because of your anger, but because of divine justice. Their own secrets are not as hidden as they believe. You will hear something in passing soon that confirms every doubt you've had. That confirmation will unlock a level of power within you that they never anticipated. Do not let fear enter your heart. This is your home. This is your energy. And now, it is your testimony that will rise like a trumpet in the sky. Archangel Michael says what has been revealed to heaven will now be displayed on earth. Their actions will no longer be tolerated silently. Your spiritual team has been awakened, and the atmosphere around your home is shifting into protection mode. Comment, I receive the shift, if you feel your environment being realigned. They have a journal or device somewhere with details about you. Yes, that's how far it's gone. But what they cannot record is the spiritual explosions that are about to erupt in your favor. Every second they spent focusing on your downfall was a seed planted into their own consequence. You will no longer feel anxious when walking past their windows or stepping out at odd hours. Your power is returning. Your voice is coming back. And soon, it will be their silence that becomes the loudest noise in their life. Your angels are stationed at every corner now. Your doorway is being sealed with energy too bright for any negativity to survive. You are not just someone in a house. You are a portal for the supernatural. Type Amen to get blessing 555. What they tried to block has already broken through. They set invisible barriers, hoping to confuse your path, but you are walking through walls as if they never existed. Their hidden intentions will trip over the blessings about to land at your feet. You'll begin to notice their expressions change. They won't be able to look you in the eye without blinking. Your presence will now feel like truth itself standing before them, unshakable, undeniable. Soon, you will receive clarity, not just about them, but about your entire atmosphere. What was once foggy is about to become clear as glass. You'll see not only who is against you but why, and what destiny they tried to interrupt. Comment, the fog is lifting, if you know this word is for you. The next 3 days hold divine activity around your home. Unexpected silence in the hallway, strange lights flickering, a shift in wind, these are signs of the spiritual cleansing. Archangel Michael's sword is already slicing through energies that dared to camp near your door. You are not paranoid. You are spiritually perceptive. And that gift, once ignored or dismissed, is now going to save your entire future. Let no fear attach to your skin. Even when you feel watched, you are still chosen. Even in the middle of manipulation, you are still walking toward your manifestation. Type Amen to get blessing 666. There will come a day, soon, where the very one who studied your every move will witness you receive something they never saw coming. That day is a divine reversal. It will come in the form of an opportunity, a relationship, a breakthrough so powerful, it will silence their whispering forever. You are not under observation, you are under divine construction. And every layer of this new version of you will blind those who thought they could contain you. Their own curiosity has cursed their comfort. The spiritual cameras are now turned on them. Every secret wish for your failure is about to echo into their own lives. Not because you wished it, but because that's how divine law balances the scales. Archangel Michael says it's time to take your peace back. Clean your space, burn the oils, pray over your bed, and write your name in light. You are untouchable when heaven has taken your case into its own hands. Comment, I reclaim my peace, if you are ready to restore what's been disrupted. They may try to smile or start a random conversation soon, but it is not out of love, it is out of fear. Their spirit knows the exposure is close. Their bones can feel the shaking, even if their words deny it. Let your silence speak louder than any confrontation. Let your glow answer what your mouth never needs to say. You are not required to explain your elevation to someone who tried to steal your stillness. You are here to shine, not to shrink. And heaven will use you as a light so fierce, even the darkest eyes won't survive it. Prepare yourself. The elevation will be public, and the silence after it will be divine. Type Amen to get blessing 777. You may begin to notice butterflies, feathers, or the appearance of certain numbers. These are not coincidences, they are divine timestamps of your unfolding. Everything about your life is being rewritten in light, including the chapters this neighbor thought they could control. The watchers are about to witness the unwatchable. What God does next in your life will be too sacred for surveillance, too powerful for observation, too radiant to be dimmed. If they try to mimic your steps, they will fall in shoes never meant for them. If they try to imitate your glow, they'll only cast more shadows. Their eyes will burn from trying to follow what was only meant for you. Archangel Michael says, keep walking. Do not change your pace. Do not adjust your route. The spotlight now follows your obedience, not their opinion. Comment, I walk in obedience, if you refuse to shrink for anyone's comfort again. Your peace will now be your revenge. Your growth will be your response. Your divine reward will be your loudest testimony. They will no longer feel bold enough to track you once the fire surrounding your energy intensifies. Their courage will melt. Their intentions will dissolve in the wind of God's breath over your name. You were never alone. The divine realm has been surrounding you since the first moment of discomfort. Now, that presence is about to reveal itself in ways even your neighbor will witness. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Every time they gossiped about you, a new angel was assigned to your gate. Every time they tracked your step, another spiritual doorway opened in your favor. Every insult hidden behind a smile became a stare beneath your rising. You are chosen. You are protected. And this next season, you are being honored in front of those who thought your silence was weakness. The revelation that will unfold soon will make their face pale. Not because you wish them harm, but because heaven's justice never needs your permission to act. You will see it, you will feel it, and you will walk in it. This is a divine decree. This is a spiritual shift. This is your reclaiming moment. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Even as you sleep, your atmosphere is being guarded. There are invisible shields now stationed around your home, your doorway, your dreams. What once entered freely to disturb you will now be halted midair by forces your neighbor cannot see. They underestimated the spiritual war they invited by watching you with a bitter heart. They did not expect the light to fight back. But light always exposes darkness, and your presence is becoming unbearable to them. You don't need revenge, because your elevation is the answer to every insult they silently cast toward you. You don't need to speak, because your silence is carrying the vibration of power. Your stillness is roaring in their ears louder than thunder. They'll start avoiding eye contact. Their body language will shift. The very ones who tracked you will begin to fear what they've provoked. Comment, my stillness is loud, if you've been holding your power quietly. Archangel Michael says, your identity has been sealed in the spirit, and no neighbor, no energy, no enemy can alter your divine assignment. You were born to overcome watchers, doubters, spies, and manipulators. You are proof that what heaven anoints, no eye can destroy. They never knew the depth of the war you were already fighting behind closed doors. And yet you rose. Now, they will watch you walk through a door they didn't even know existed. This exposure isn't punishment, it's positioning. You're being positioned for higher territory. The ground you walk on now is sacred, and every footstep echoes into the spirit. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. Soon, you'll hear things they didn't mean for you to hear. Truths will slip out through careless words and awkward conversations. They'll reveal themselves without realizing the trap they're setting for their own downfall. You are the kind of person they can't figure out. You move with grace they can't comprehend. And now, that confusion will lead to their own undoing. They'll try to accuse you. They'll try to claim they're the victim. But the evidence from heaven has already reached judgment. This isn't about paranoia. This is about prophecy. And your prophecy cannot be stopped by gossip. Comment, my prophecy is protected, if you know you are unstoppable. The ground has already begun to shake spiritually beneath their feet. What they tried to build in secrecy is cracking. Their peace will now be disturbed, not by your hand, but by the echo of their own wrongs. Every time they mocked your faith, angels took notes. Every time they hoped you would fall, your spiritual roots grew deeper. They fed your power without realizing they were watering your soil. You will be the one they least expected to rise. You will be the one their words could not break. You will be the one who walks past them in silence, but the sound of your purpose will remain. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. Do not be surprised if they begin to move away, fall silent, or act strange. Their spiritual access to your energy is being revoked. They can no longer watch you from the same realm. A veil is falling between you and them. What they used to feel when observing you will now bounce back at them. You're stepping into divine invisibility, untrackable by the unworthy. Let them feel the silence. Let them feel the distance. You don't owe them access. They had time to be genuine. They had time to clean their heart. But they chose interference over honor. Comment, I revoke all unholy access, to seal this revelation. From this point forward, your name will begin to feel like weight in their mouth. Your blessings will feel like thunder in their ears. Your glow will feel like sunlight burning their lies. You will no longer walk in fear of being watched. You will walk knowing you are being lifted, not by people, but by angels on assignment. Archangel Michael says they are not ready for what heaven is about to reveal through you, but it's too late to stop it. The revelation is already in motion. You will be honored in places they tried to keep you out of. You will be celebrated in circles they gossiped in. You will be remembered while they are forgotten. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. You've passed the test of silence. You've survived the season of quiet attacks. Now you will enter the chapter of loud victories. And your neighbor, the one who thought they could monitor your destiny, will witness the miracle they never believed could happen. You are chosen. You are guarded. And the revelation coming through you will silence every hidden enemy. This is your confirmation. This is your rising. And this is the moment where heaven declares, you are the one we sent. There will come a time very soon, sooner than you think, when the very neighbor who thought they were 2 steps ahead of you will freeze in the spotlight of truth. What they saw as casual spying was spiritual trespassing. And now, the heavens are sending out a final notice. Your divine glow can no longer be shadowed. Their intent was never curiosity, it was invasion. They hoped to catch you slipping, breaking, quitting. But instead, what they captured was a timeline of transformation they never understood. Every time they leaned in to listen, what they really heard was destiny vibrating under your roof. Every time they tried to mimic your movements, they missed the very essence of what drives your favor. Because what fuels you is not seen, it is felt. Comment, they will not steal my light, if you know your glow is heaven-given. Your neighbor once felt empowered by your struggle. It gave them something to cling to. But now, your rise is suffocating the illusion they wrapped themselves in. You no longer walk in the same frequency. Their attempts to measure your journey will now fall flat. You're walking in miracles, while they're drowning in mirrors of regret. They should have prayed for you. They should have asked forgiveness. But instead, they tried to outshine what was divinely assigned to you. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. The angelic forces stationed around you are now in movement. There is a command from the divine: remove all spiritual surveillance. You are no longer available for observation. What they try to bind with words is being shattered by heavenly wind. What they tried to block through silent criticism is being swept away by sacred fire. The chains they tried to wrap around your energy are melting in real time. You are not just protected, you are rising in layers. With each step you take forward, something in their false security collapses. Their foundation was not built on truth, it was built on obsession. Let them witness your shine. Let them feel the shift. You were never supposed to stay small just so they could. Feel big. Comment: I am rising unapologetically. If you feel your spirit ascending now, you will soon receive a divine invitation, an opportunity or moment that elevates you completely. This will be your moment of distinction. And when it happens, you won't need to announce it. They will feel the silence. They will hear the echo of what could have been if only they had chosen light over ego. But by then, you will be gone, into a dimension they cannot reach. You are about to graduate from this season of being monitored. The final bell has rung. And those who try to track you will now struggle to locate your energy at all. Type Amen to get blessing 1444. Archangel Michael says this: Heaven has had enough. The injustice of your atmosphere will not continue. Divine interference is now divine interruption. They won't be able to watch you without trembling. They won't be able to speak of you without consequences. You are marked for preservation, elevation, and revelation. Let them keep watching. Let them try. Because now, what they're seeing is only what heaven allows them to see. Their spiritual access has expired. Their influence is cancelled. Their mission failed. Comment: access denied if you feel that their grip is being broken. You were never meant to explain yourself to the watchers. You were meant to become the wonder they couldn't define. You are not just a miracle, they are the witnesses to it. Now, they will begin to feel the disconnection. Doors will close that they used to open against you. Strategies will collapse. Their resources will dry up. Everything they built around your energy is now crumbling. Their foundation was made of envy and control, and the spiritual realm is removing it with precision. You won't have to say a word. You won't even have to acknowledge it. Just keep walking. Just keep glowing. Just keep rising. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. What is coming through you will be too bright to ignore. They won't be able to look away, but looking will cost them clarity. They will become confused by your movement. Every step you take now disrupts their pattern. Your house is now a pillar of light. Your path is now a river of fire. And your destiny is unfolding like a scroll they were never meant to read. From this day forward, your aura repels intrusion. Your name is now a sealed scroll. And the ones who once watched will now whisper with regret. They will say, "We should have never tried." But it will be too late. Their moment to choose righteousness has passed. Archangel Michael says, "Seal the gate." The spiritual shield over your life has now thickened. Your environment is guarded in ways you cannot fully see, but your soul feels it. Comment, I seal the gate, to complete the protection around you. They thought you were unaware, but your spirit always knew. The watching eyes, the timed movements, the manipulative presence, it was never hidden. But you chose patience over panic. You chose prayer over panic. You chose stillness over revenge. And now, that choice is bringing justice. Type Amen to get blessing 1616.